Okay, so today we're going to talk about Shadowshard versus Obsidian. Which one should I choose? Hey guys, come and join us at twitch.tv/TeamVASH. We stream 18 plus hours a day and we're the most active Save the World streamers on the planet, so come and join us and be a part of the team. Okay, so Shadowshard. Always Shadowshard, and here's why. Okay, so we're going to go and look at the Tiger Jaw right here. We're going to upgrade and inspect. We're going to evolve this weapon, and we need to choose between Obsidian or Shadowshard. The question everybody asks me all the time, should I take Obsidian or should I take Shadowshard? 100% of the time, the answer is always Shadowshard. Here's why. So, if I were to go and take Obsidian, this is what you would see. Damage, headshot, and impact increases. However, if you go with Shadowshard, this is what you see. Damage, headshot, and impact increases. Fire rate and durability decreases. So, on first glance, Obsidian might seem like a better option. It has less downsides, but on closer inspection, you'll notice Shadowshard has way higher impact than Obsidian. Shadowshard also has way higher damage than Obsidian. Shadowshard has way higher headshot than Obsidian. So if you want to do more damage, you look at the damage per second at the top, 65,000 versus 60,000. You're literally doing 5,000 damage per second more as a Shadowshard weapon compared to an Obsidian weapon. So under no circumstances is it ever a good idea to do Obsidian over Shadowshard. What's even better is that by upgrading to Shadowshard, your fire rate, your rate of fire actually goes down. This is a huge advantage because you're going to use less ammunition and you're going to do more damage per second while at the same time using less ammo. Huge advantage. The only benefit, literally the only reason for anyone to ever take Obsidian is because Obsidian has more durability, meaning you can use the weapon for longer. Essentially, the Shadowshard weapon is going to break after 3 rounds of use, whereas the Obsidian weapon is going to break after 4 rounds of use. You'll get an extra round out of it, which of course does not matter in the slightest. Having a weapon that lasts longer does not matter if your weapon does not do more damage. So, always pick Shadowshard. Shadowshard is better in every way. It does more damage per shot. It does more headshot damage per shot. It does more impact per shot. It does more damage per second per shot. It even uses less ammunition. So Shadowshard is absolutely totally the dominant choice for every single gun, no matter what gun you're doing. Shadowshard is always the right choice. I've heard some people argue that, oh, but fire rate. It's like, but no fire rate. Fire rate is not necessary. It's such a minor difference that the Shadowshard fires ever so slightly slower, and they're like, oh, but we want to shoot faster. It's like, no, you don't want to shoot faster. Shooting faster is not an advantage, not even on melee weapons. The only thing that matters is how much damage per second your weapon does. If you are attacking slower to do more damage, that is a huge advantage, and you want to lean on that as heavily as possible. Now, the only reason that you would ever pick Obsidian is the one time that you don't have a choice. So we're going to evolve this to Shadowshard because always evolve this to Shadowshard. So you're like, oh, what is Obsidian for then? This is what Obsidian is for. Obsidian is for rocket launchers. When you go to upgrade a rocket launcher and you evolve a rocket launcher, you only can choose Obsidian. There's no other choice. So you do Obsidian. Evolve. That's what Obsidian is for. It's for rocket launchers. The only other exception to that is there is one other exception, and that is with the Obliterator. I actually created 2 Obliterators because I bought the original one that came out last year, and I bought the second one that came out in the event store after that. The reason that I did this is because my first one, naturally, I built as Shadowshard. upgraded it all the way to 130. The second one I built as Obsidian. Why would I do this? Simple. You're going to have tons and tons of Obsidian material. More than you will ever need. Enough to create endless rocket launchers and spam and spam and spam. But if you're like me, I don't like to waste materials, even on rocket launchers, and I find rocket launchers to be largely overkill, so I don't often use them. So I have a ton of extra Obsidian. And so here's what I do. The Obliterator, turns out, is the most powerful defender weapon in the game, and defenders will eat up your weapons like candy. So I decided I don't want to be burning up tons and tons of Shadowshard by making weapons for defenders. And since this is the only weapon that I will use on a defender because it's so insanely powerful, I wanted to have an Obsidian option. So I went and created the Obsidian Obliterator, and it was the best choice I ever did, because that way I can make pretty much an infinite number of Obliterators without having to destroy my supply of Shadowshard weapon material, and I can just use them without any care for how much resources I'm burning up in the process, because defenders burn up a ton of your resources. So if you're planning on creating a defender only gun that is only used ever for defenders, that's the one situation where it is actually a pretty good choice to create an Obsidian weapon. Other than that, I would never use an Obsidian weapon ever. I pretty much don't use I won't use the Obsidian Obliterator myself. If I ever want to use it myself, I'll definitely use the Shadowshard Sunbeam version. But yeah, all weapons, always, Shadowshard is the right choice. Obsidian is never the right choice. If you need to ask the question, Shadowshard or Obsidian, Shadowshard does more damage. Always pick Shadowshard. All right, guys. I hope this video helps clear up that eternal question that I get asked 1,000 times a day. If you found this video helpful and you liked what I'm doing here, just like and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and comment down below if there's any other reviews you'd like me to cover. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys next time. So if you like this video, come check us out on Twitch. We Twitch stream 15 to 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, every single morning starting at 9 a.m. We'd really appreciate the support. We're working really hard to grow the Twitch channel, so come and check us out. Come help us grow and be part of TeamVASH. Thanks, guys.